Have you ever woke up in the morning thinking to yourself, I don't want to go to work anymore? I wish I was able to retire. I wish I was able to maybe spend less and make more. That's how I woke up this morning. I want to talk to you about that today. Talk about plans to improve the the lifespan of myself and try, plans to do a better job tracking. I woke up this morning thinking like, okay, so I've got the regular job, I've got the real estate new career that I'm going into. I've got YouTube that I make videos, a few times a week over here. Plus now I'm starting to make YouTube videos for the real estate. So let's call that a 7-day a week endeavor. And I think to myself, like, oh my goodness, the bills keep piling up. And I'm not making enough right now to pay those bills. And I think, what can I do to improve that, to better improve my life, to stop stressing about that so much? So it's funny. I woke up this morning and I started clicking around YouTube and I got to this video right here. How 1/8 acre garden feeds a family of 6 all year. And it's so funny, like, I started watching that type of video, like, 5 years ago whenever I had my kid, and, started my outdoor garden, and it's not feeding our entire family, but, we didn't have to buy tomatoes, we didn't have to buy cucumbers, corn, squash, onions, for, like, I don't know, the last 4 months. So, okay, so we got 1/3 of a year vegetables paid for by our garden, which is cool, right? And so this video is going to be kind of a just all over the place type video. So if you enjoy just kind of listening to some regular dude, that's me talk about money and my. The one thing I want to start doing again, which I did before, but I definitely want to improve upon it over the next 6 months here as the economy tightens up, as my investment distributions slow down. I want to be able to tighten up myself over here. And just watching this video kind of triggered a thought that, man, self sufficiency would be really great. That's for sure. So, talk to me about yourself. What are you doing to be self-sufficient? Anything? What are you doing to get ahead in life? I know a lot of us are investing in high yield distributing paying ETFs. That's why you're on at this channel watching my video right now. And yeah, it's been good so far. I will say that my initial capital is way down compared to what I invested into it. And when that happens, the distributions slow down as well. So I still have funds in all the YieldMax that I talked about. I did sell Coney just because it slowed down too much and they reverse split, and I didn't see an end to the slowing down of that fund, and so it was going to keep going. Right? There's no changes that made it stop doing what it's doing. So for me, I got rid of that one and put it into something different, but into doing my own options. And so that is one of the ways I'm going to become more self sufficient. So with those slowing down, I need to make more money to replenish the capital that was in there to be able to invest. And so I've been investing lately in my own wheel strategy with selling puts, and then I haven't got to the stage of having to do a cover call because it didn't reach my strike price. I've been investing in other funds like HHIS, which are more stable. So I almost knock over the microphone. More stable, but still paying out a distribution. But I mean, I would have to put $20,000 into that to make $400 a month. So that's pretty tough to do as well, right? So how do we become more self-sufficient? How do we become less dependent on having to take money out of our bank account to pay bills? For me, it's all about tracking. I need to start physically tracking. I mean, check this out right here. Costco, right? Costco, everybody, is a massive spend on my account. I go to Costco usually once a week, and it's like $150 every time I go. You look at those yellow stickers that you weren't planning on buying any of that stuff, but it's yellow, right? Yellow, so I got to buy it. It's on sale. I need that. So I got to cut that out. I'm just a regular guy with a regular job paying not that great, right? Inflation has kicked our butt over here. And it when I first started there 13 years ago, it paid a lot. I made great bonuses, in sales. Um, but lately, it's kind of flattened as well, similar to inflation, right? So over the 12 years, I just had my 12th year anniversary. Over the 12 years, I've got roughly, I don't know, 15% raise. It's nothing. It's terrible. This is why I'm going on to do something else with my talents, real estate, connecting with people. Actually, later today, in about 4 hours, I'm going to an open house, hopefully selling a house for my brokers. So that's kind of what I'm doing, right? So how do we get ahead? For me, it's all about tracking. I've created some fictitious numbers over here for you to look at, and I want to go over just kind of some of the tracking. And you let me out. Let me know what else I should put in here. I just put in, a mortgage of 2383 a month. So I don't know what's that, like 1140, 1140, 150, something like that. Math. Every 2 weeks, right? And so, there's your mortgage, 28 grand. Now, if you guys pay rent, pop it in there. And I'm just talking about tracking a little bit. And I think by tracking, it's going to get me back to understanding where my money goes. And if you can understand where your money goes, you can potentially save more money, spend less money, and invest more money. Car payment. This one's actually true. I pay. Well, I guess that's between the two of us in our house. I pay 195 every 2 weeks, and I think she pays around the same. So there's your annual. Grocery. This goes up and down like a yo-yo. If I go to Costco, I'm spending at least $500. But if I go to a real grocery store, I spend a lot less because there's not the big yellow stickers at the grocery stores. So I'm spending a lot less. I also waste a lot less when I go to a real grocery store as opposed to Costco, and that's a big thing in my life. A lot of wasted money, right? So I'll go out and buy the bag salads, but only use one. I'll go out and buy, 10 chicken breasts and then waste a couple in the fridge because I wasn't able to eat them all. I didn't get to them before I could freeze them. Just a lot of waste, right? So if I go to a real grocery store, I spend a lot less. Instead of it being 175 or 150, it's $60. And so again, a lot less waste at the grocery store. So I got to cut that Costco out. Car insurance, that's pretty accurate. And then I just put miscellaneous. Like, I'll give you an example. Black Friday was yesterday, and I did a little miscellaneous spending. I bought a 12-foot inflatable Santa. I bought new mitts, new gloves. I got a great deal on those, by the way, but I needed new mitts. My other ones were 10 years old. I don't know, what kind of miscellaneous spending do you do? I bought some new dress pants as well. Hopefully they fit, because I'm running down. I'm running low. I got like 3 pairs over here, but I need to get more dressy for going to open houses and showing people homes and things like that. So that would be like a work expense. I would go under my work receipts. Cool. So I have yearly here my spending in the household, not just me, the whole household, 53,000. Now, give or take five, 10,000 here, maybe, which is crazy, right? So right now, my average distribution was 1138. That definitely has changed over the last couple of months, but that was my average over 12 months, which is good, I guess, right? It's good. My capital was coming down. That was annoying, but my average distribution was 1138. And I don't think that's going to get any better over the next few months because I'm now more heavily taking the distributions and investing them into HHIS, which is going to pay me a steady distribution, or it has paid a steady distribution so far. Past performance doesn't mean it's going to happen in the future, but here's the hoping that it pays a steady distribution. But it's not going to like dramatically increase the average here, right? It's going to pay me 27 cents per share. And then all the other ones, Alti Coney, well, Coney's out. It's in my brain as through the repetition here. Alti, Misty, NVDY, HOOY. Who knows what's going to happen with those, right? Is Bitcoin going to take off? Well, then Misty will do well. HOOY should do well as well. But, um, you know, if history shows us anything, the the calls that the YieldMax makes are a little bit too tight to the share price, and so we don't get a lot of the upside. So I don't know if that number is going to go up or down without me infusing more capital into it. So I can't bank on that happening, right? So we'll say that's my average. We'll come back and look at it in a few months from now. YouTube income, same thing. This was right. This was the last couple of months was around $1,500, but really this is all about my effort, the things that I choose to talk about. You guys being here, thank you so much for being here. By the way, hitting the like, the subscribe. If you guys are not yet subscribed, I'd love to have you. Really means a lot to building this up, but also helping me financially. It's just an easy thing to do by hitting that subscribe and the like button, commenting below what you're doing to become more self-sufficient, less dependent on a paycheck, things like that. So I can't bank on this. As an example, this month I haven't really been pumping out the content just because life is getting busy. And this month I made about $500, right? To put that in perspective for you on YouTube. So it's not nowhere close to the 1500. So what am I going to start doing? I'm going to start going ahead and taking every single thing I spend money on here, and I'm gonna start documenting it. And when I see McDonald's 10 times or 5 times in a month, or fast food, or Costco, things I don't necessarily need in here, I hope that it triggers something in my mind, in my brain, to stop spending money on that stuff and start spending on what matters, which is my now and future, my retirement, but also living right now by implementing just a budget to do it, right? So I want to have, a monthly budget set up here. Take this 53,738 divided by 12, and have a monthly budget, and make sure I stick to it. And I want to see if I can live life under that budget, because if I can live life under that budget, then I can invest more money, and so becoming more self-sufficient. So I don't know. This video is more talking about like waking up to, like, thinking to myself, I don't know if this will work or not. Give me a second. Thinking to myself, I made a post this morning. Let's take a look here. I woke up thinking of growth to my account, woke up thinking of how to grow it. I woke up with a plan to reduce spending to make it happen. I woke up. And so I think that's important, that all of us kind of self-analyze what we're doing and what can we do to make it better, and really kind of investigate what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. Is there any waste that's happening there? And just improve upon it. I know I'm just kind of self-reflecting right now, thinking to myself, how can I improve upon it, right? So how do I grow my account? I need to spend less money, right? That's how to do it. I woke up with a plan, right? Spend less, invest more. And I think, I mean, for me personally, I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, it's kind of an easy thing to do because there is just so much wasted spending that's happening on my day-to-day basis right now. Give you an example. Yesterday I went to Costco, spent I think $138, and then on the way back we hit McDonald's, right? So there's an extra, I don't know, $16 on top of that. But every time you hit that fast food restaurant, every time you hit that bar, the whatever, right? Let's say you go golfing and you hit the cart, right? You get a drink, a chocolate bar. That's wasted money. Prepare. Go to the golf course with the chocolate bar and your drinks. Don't buy it from there. Um, these are just things that you could do to reduce your spending and think long term. Take that money, invest it in what you want to invest in to grow your account and get to your goals a little bit faster. My name is Mike. Channel's name is Health and Wealth. Thanks for liking and subscribing this video and commenting. I hope you have a great day. Bye for now.